Hi everyone, good morning. How are we doing? Hi. Welcome to another talk time with the teen's best friend. Okay, so good. I was just about to say it. I have my almost 1 year old assistant with me, and you're going to be hearing her voice. Did you say hello? Okay, so yeah, guys. So today I'm going to be talking about a topic that really gets to teenagers and also to parents. So forgive me if you hear the Nella's voice in the background, but I have to do this, and we're just the ones at home, no one else to watch over her for me, so she has to be by my side. So welcome to this live video. If you stumble across this video, then and you're a teenager, it's going to be of great importance to you. If you've not just gotten admission, or if you're a parent with a teenager who just wrote jam, yeah, so this is also going to work. Now, the title of this video is a two-way question, right? So teenagers say, my parents will listen to me when it comes to making career choice, and parents also say that my teenagers will listen to me when it comes to making career choice. I know that we say, he who plays the piper detects a tune, but teenagers are more than flutes. Okay, so let's come to a compromise and see how we can get to a balance here. So just in case you're stumbling across, my name is Uzezi Udoive Ideo. I'm known as a teen's best friend, and I'm a teen coach. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to parents and to teenagers on how they can both come to a compromise when it comes to making career choices. Let me begin with parents. So I know that as a parent, you want the very best for your teenager, right? You want them to get into university, high school, study courses that are going to be of great benefits to them. Yes, I understand, but also know that these teenagers now have like a mind of their own and can also make choices. So rather than trying to impose these courses on them, why not talk to them about it? Like, you guys could come together and have a good talk about it and come to a compromise. Because sometimes I hear teenagers tell me that, oh, I do not want to study this course in school. My parents made me study this course, and sometimes most of them end up failing woefully. Okay, so it will not be fair that you pay heavy money on school fees, you think your children are in school and excelling, but yet they are failing. What could be the cause? It's simply because maybe they don't like the choice, or they don't even want to go to the school that you sent them to. Okay, guys, so let's start with this. So for teenagers, one thing you should understand, that why my parents will not listen to me when it comes to making career choices, is because, one, your parents are more knowledgeable than you are. Believe me. Yes, you might know certain things than them when it comes to computers and phones, and more tech savvy things, but when it comes to wisdom and knowledge, okay, guys, your parents are more knowledgeable than you are, so and they know what's best for you. So sometimes it's not a place of hate they are telling you to go to that school or to study that course. It's because they've weighed options, they've seen things, and they think, okay, this one will be really good for her, really good for him. Then it's not left for you to know how to position yourself to relate with them. So that's one of the major reasons, and like even the only reason why most parents decide to say one major reason why parents decide to say you must study this course. Now, parents, just take it. I'm going to be sharing it for parents and for teenagers. One reason why some of you, and if this is the reason why you want your teenager to go and study that course in school, is because you see your other parents, your friends' children studying that course or going to that school. Then that's a very selfish reason. If the only reason you are telling your child or your teenager to go to school to go study microbiology or to study medicine or engineering is because you have, a man in your office whose daughter is studying engineering, you say, okay, my daughter, you must also do engineering. If it's because of your women's meeting, your fellow women, they're all, their sons, their daughters, they're all into medicine, you're saying my child must also study medicine, then you're getting it wrong. It's for selfish reasons. I'm saying this because I've come across a teenager who really opened up to me and told me that she did art. She's an art student. She wrote art courses, even in jam and all of that, and now her parents are telling her that she should go for nursing. I'm wondering, how does this even correlate? What's the magic? How is she going to swap? And someone who has never done chemistry, has never done physics, has no basic ideas of these main courses, you're asking her to go study medicine. And what's the basic reason? Simply because abroad, nursing, they get high pays, so they want her to go abroad. And so why not have this conversation right from when she was in SS1 or about to just enter senior secondary school? So things like this do happen. So if this is the reason why you are telling your daughter or your son to go study a course because you know people who are doing these courses, then it's a selfish reason. Now, parents, one reason or some reasons I'm going to be sharing with you why your teenagers will not listen to you when it comes to making those career choices. Sorry guys, let me put biscuits in a plate. One reason why they won't listen to you when it comes to making career choices, so one reason why they have not really listened to you is simply because of peer pressure. Peer pressure. Maybe all their friends, in SS3 are saying, oh, we're all going to study pharmacy. Oh, I'm going to be a pharmacist. And he or she's like, okay, so, my friends and I, we've planned we're going to be in the same school. We're going to study this course together. That's one reason. And you have to really find out from your teenager. If that's a reason, then it might be a wrong choice, a wrong reason why they are heading towards, taking that course. Another reason why some teenagers, sorry guys, it's Daniela. Another reason why some teenagers rather, would complain about their teenagers, but not knowing why they are not, yielding to the course they've asked them to study, is because they think there's no money in that course. Most teenagers feel like, oh, I want a course that will earn me good money. I want a course that will earn me good cash and stuff like that. So if that's another reason why you are deciding to go and take a course, dear teenager, it might not work, because there are a lot of people who are even doing medicine, lots of people who are doing courses, that look like, oh, they're the main courses, but they're not even fulfilling destiny. They're just there. We have so many barristers, so many lawyers on the streets, right? So if that's a reason, money, then it will not work. Now, parents, another reason why your teenagers might not even listen to you when it comes to making career choice, because they want to follow their passion. As funny as it sounds, yes, they want to follow their passion. Sometimes teenagers, want to study. I have a friend in school, then she's very smart, really very intelligent. She was my namesake and always took first, right from when we were in junior secondary school up until SS3. Always, like there was no competition when it comes to, to her. But when we got into university, we happened to get to be in the same university. When we got into university, she decided to study fine arts, as in fine and applied arts. That was what she wanted to study, and that was what she studied. Not even wanted. She studied fine and applied arts. That's what she studied. I believe that her parents didn't understand that, oh, this is her passion and this is where she's going to, put her all in all and study and, get the best from it, and also do something meaningful with her life. And also do something meaningful with her life. Okay, so sometimes is based on passion. I've seen teenagers who say, I want to study music. Right? They want to study music. They want to be the next big musician. They want to be the next big thing. Sometimes, yeah, you might doubt it, like, oh, how will you go and study a Greek in school? How will you go and study music in school? How will you go and study, courses that may never seem to want to make sense to you? I'm a very, very... I can see your comments. Yeah, she's giving us soundtrack. Peep. Look at. Milk done, biscuit done, but let's continue. Okay, so, when I got into university and I was given linguistics, I wanted to study law by all means. I wanted to be a lawyer by all means. When I was given linguistics, I said, God, what is this? What do they call this one? Linguistics. How many people study linguistics? To even make matters worse, funny enough, we were about 19, the full department. Other departments, you will see people like, you see numbers like 300 in the department, 200, 150. We're like 13 in my department. I'm like, full department, 13. They just really showed that nobody was even going to take linguistics as a course. Like if you were going to school, you're not going to feel linguistics in your jam from like going to study linguistics. Linguistics happens to now be like the course for people who wanted to study English or mass communication, and but as a bad, those departments were full after maybe people at the top in the school had brought their list of people who they wanted to give admission to. And they're looking like, okay, what other departments is there? Oh, yeah, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, pack them to linguistics. So that was like the kind of departments I was. But God has a plan for everything, and I'm using this to encourage our teenagers who are watching right now, saying, I was given a course in school that I don't like. Okay, so sometimes it could be God's way of just directing us in the past. So when I got into the school, I was like, okay, I'm going to study really hard. I went to make inquiries of how I can change my department. I wanted to change to law, at least, not just, in fact, they have given me CRS or even what's it called now, any other education course, I would have taken it. But linguistics, how many people are there? Or even English, I was ready to even take English as a point. So I studied really hard, and when my results came out for 100 level first semester, I came out top in my department. But guess what? I went to the HOD. Don't touch my power bank. I went to the HOD's office and I told them that, okay, so I met the requirement for change of course. Lo and behold, they told me to my face that, I'm sorry, we cannot allow you change. You are the best in the department. So to call no book, was not even an issue. So I just settled with it and I said, okay, let's see how it goes. And I started making inquiries. Where can a linguist work? People were like, who is a linguist? I say, hey, this you enter one chance. But you see, when God's hand is on your life, right, things just happen to align. So I'm using this as a testimony for my teenagers who say, I was given a course in school that I don't like. I don't think I can do it. Well, if you put your mind to it, you definitely can do it. So when I got out of school, being a linguist, I was able to, when I got out of NYSC rather, I got it. My first job was at the Modessa Mall, and I worked as a customer care representative, right? And I was asked, what did you study? I said linguistics. Everybody just believe, oh, she can speak English. Yes, I can. And I got the job. So I worked there for like a couple of months, and next up I got into radio job. My always dream job then. Like, oh, before I started getting other jobs, right? Like, I want to work in a radio station. I want to work in a radio station. Sorry, my love. Where's your can? I want to work in a radio station. Now when I got the opportunity, I was asked, what did you study? And I said linguistics. And I said, can you speak Pidgin? And I said, yes. I did a course, like a major course in school called Pidgin and Creoles. And that got me my job, that gave me a platform, to an extent. And when it was time to go on TV, I got into Benin City, New City, and needed a job. Being a linguist, I was able to go on TV again. So you see, no course is actually useless. No course is irrelevant. And I'm using this to also tell our parents that no course is actually useless or irrelevant, right? So some courses that we look at here and say, what can this one do? Nursery and primary education, look at psychology, sociology, and stuff like that. These courses, they are well paid, and the people who study these courses, they are well paid abroad. So if your child gets an opportunity, they can definitely always use their certificates. Okay, so if you're a teenager watching this, if you're a parent watching this, I want you to know that no course first is useless. Now, how do we come to a compromise? Like I said, dear parents, if the only reason you are telling your teenager to go and study a course is simply because you want them to be, that thing you could not be, maybe you wanted to become a doctor, you wanted to become an engineer, or you wanted to become a pharmacist or something, but you could not do it, maybe because of life circumstances, your parents died, you had to care for your younger ones, you are now saying, oh, my child must become the lawyer, my child must become the doctor that I was not, and your child just wants to do economics, your child wants to do accounting, your teenager wants to do microbiology. Please and please do not impose the courses that you could not study on your children so that they must do it, so you can now call yourself mama doctor, papa lawyer, papa pharmacist. Not at all. As much as we love our children, their life and ours completely different. Okay, sorry guys, let me take up biscuits. Yeah, take. Their life and ours completely different. So allow your teenagers study courses that their minds take one. It's as if you want to eat rice. You've been longing for rice, fried rice specifically. I want to eat fried rice. I want to eat fried rice. And all of a sudden, somebody brings porridge, yam porridge. You're like, I'm hungry, yes, but I want fried rice. So they might get into school and just not do these courses. Okay, so if you have questions, please leave me in the comments. If you have contribution, I'll be taking it maybe as we go on, or at the end of the session. Okay, so I can see a comment from Ify Anita Koto. Hey sis, thank you for being here. I sincerely appreciate. I'm meeting joining with a course most people will honorably write off. This really is encouraging. I hope more parents get to see this, and even teenagers. I pray they do, right? So please help me share this video as well. Copy the link and also share. Thank you so much. So like I said, someone is just recapping for us that no course is actually useless. Okay, so guys, what do we do, parents, when your teenager says, mommy, I'm not going to study medicine, I want to do music, daddy, I'm not going to study economics, I want to do pharmacy, right, and stuff like that? What do you do? First things first is come together and communicate. And this is one area that parents and teenagers sometimes really miss out on. What we call communications in most African homes is, come here, give me that bag, go to mama's clear store, buy me potato, go and wash my car. Not even most parents don't even care how their children's day went to. It's your results. Why did you not come first? Why did you come fourth? People that came first, do they have 3 heads? Do they have 7 heads? You're not really communicating with your teenagers. I want parents to please understand that your teenagers are not children anymore. They now understand certain things. Okay, your teenagers understand a lot, not even just certain. Your teenagers understand a lot, and to an extent it would be very good that you start building up communication with your teenagers. By communication is more than go and get me this, go and do this, go and buy this. No, I mean, have discussions, discuss, open up, tell them things that happen at your place of work, and say, I'm having some issues at my place of work, see this and that. If you don't be able to pay your rent, communicate with your teenagers, tell them the truth, let them know that, okay, this is what is going on in the family. Sometimes the family is going through financial crisis and the teenagers are not even aware. Like, they keep on demanding and asking for stuff, but they're not aware that mommy and daddy can't even provide now. It's lack of communication. Sometimes pride, I'm going to say this plain blank, pride on the part of parents. How will I discuss with my child? We say I won't tell them, I know pastor. Yes, and yes, but you see the things that we are doing. I've seen some adults that we know just go, we grow to become adults and they don't even bother to check on their parents. See, one thing you understand is that your teenagers will leave you. Last, they will become adults, they will have their homes, they will have their own families. It is the quality of the relationship that you have with your teenagers now that will sustain you when you become an old woman or an old man, right? So these small communications, this friendship that you build with your children will help you when it's time for you to retire, because at the end of the day they are going to be busy. You are going to be old. We're all going to be old. You'll be at home. Nobody to send that message you are sending up and down again. What they will do is that they will give you maids. But if you have this constant communication with your children, you talk to them. Sorry, I'm trying to pick biscuit off the floor. You talk to them, you communicate with them. At the end of the day, they will always have you at heart. They want to communicate with you. They want to be with you. Sometimes you see parents and say, all my children, we're in the same city. Then they come visit me. They call me. Let's continue. It's how you build your relationship with them that matters. So when it comes to choosing courses, right, the first thing that you can do with your teenagers is actually, sorry guys, okay, just wanted to be sure that we are still on. The first thing that you can do with your teenagers is actually call them and sit with them and say, okay, what course do you want to study? And they say, okay, mommy, I want to study let's say counseling. You ask them, why do you want to study guidance and counseling? They'll tell you, oh, mommy, I noticed that I really like giving great advice. I talk to my friends who are depressed, like this, and I think I want to major in it. You say, but I was thinking maybe law is a good course. So you say, mommy, I like, if I don't like law, One thing about teenagers is, for parents, listen to this, so the more you throw questions, the more you get. But if you just shout and try to impose, you will not get anything. All you'll be hearing is, yes, ma, yes, sir. Even God, our Savior, our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, told us that we should come to him. We should come, let us reason together. If God, our Creator, has called us to reason together with him, why is it that you as a parent, you will not call your teenager to reason with them? Why and why? Why won't you reason with your teenager? So call them, talk to them, ask them, even before they buy the jam form, ask them. Most of you don't even know the courses your teenagers want to study in university. Until they buy jam form, they fill it, and they go for post-UME. Then you'll be asking, which course you feel? It's wrong. I mean, like, it's really wrong. So as at that point, you're telling the child, and that course, if you don't like the course, change the course. No, you can't tell them to change the course anymore, because you don't even care when they went for jam and other things. So please and please and please and please, I'm begging us as parents, if you are watching this as a parent, call your children together, right? Call them together so that they can also be part of your life. So they will really understand you. Okay, so another thing that you can do with your teenagers is do research. Do research for them. Sit down, research. Sometimes they don't. Okay, say hi, Didi. Say hi. Or this biscuit to beat ourselves. Sometimes as parents, we don't even do research. Our children tell us they want to study so and so courses, but you don't even do research. Influenced by their friends, and they are told that, oh, if you study this course, it's good, or this is what we're all going to study, but you don't even know what the course entails, right? So do research with them, and it also boils down to communication. Research with them, talk to them. Now, when it comes to making school choices, yes, my baby, when it comes to making school choices, some teenagers are just influenced by their peers. Oh, we're all going to this university, we're all going to B university, we're all going to C university. If as a parent, you cannot afford that university, call your children, call your teenagers, sit them down and say, see, as much as I would have loved for you to go to this private uni, as a family, we cannot afford it. Okay, so these are other good universities that you can go to. Call the name of this one, call the name of this one, call the name of that one. It's okay, now make your choice. Do you understand? It makes them feel like, oh, mommy and daddy, they are getting me involved. Do you get? Rather than saying, you must go to the university I went to, I'm an alumni of this university, so you must also go to that university. No, not like that. So if you cannot send them to a particular university that they've always wanted to go to, maybe a private uni and all their friends are going there, call your own together and say, see, Amaka, I know that you like to go to university, but the truth is we might not be able to afford it. Do you want to go to school, start and stop? No. So what we can do is let's make other choices. We have 3 universities. We have one state university here. The neighboring state is another university. The neighboring state here is another university. Which one do you like to go to? You now say, okay, mommy, I understand with you. Daddy, I understand with you. Okay, so I would like to go to this one. You say, okay, no wahala. Then you discuss with them on career, on the choice, for their career as well. So by the time you call your teenagers, you communicate with them, you will see that you will get a lot from them. Do you understand? When it comes to making career choices, parents are always shouting, oh, she doesn't want to listen to me, he doesn't want to listen to me. It's because you have not communicated with them. Communicate with your teenagers, make them understand and see reasons with you. Do not do it because simply, and Chidebere is attending a Uniben. Uniben is a good school. Yes, we know it's a good school. Just for examples, okay? Because Chidebere is attending Uniben now, you say, okay, my own also, you must attend Uniben. No, it's no competition. No 2 teenagers are the same, okay? No 2 teenagers are the same. So do well to communicate with them and make them understand and also see reasons. Do research for your teenagers. Check the courses. What can they do? Job opportunities. Other related courses that you might think, okay, they might even, you say, okay, we have microbiology, we have biology, we have pharmacy, we have chemistry. Now that you study science, which one will be favorable for you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Some parents, from the beginning of their children's secondary school to the end, they don't even know the subject that their teenagers are good at. They don't know the one that they battle with. Right? So these are the things that we need to put in place to guide our teenagers in making correct career choices. Now, as a teenager, if the only reason, like I said, you want to study a course is not because your friends are studying that course, I'm sorry, darling, it's not going to work. You are unique. You are you. And like my pastor will say is that no 20 friends can play together for 20 years. Everybody will go their separate ways. Do you understand me? So if your friends are all saying, we're all going to study medicine, we're all going to study law, we're all going to study this course, it may not even be the course for you. Now, sometimes I find it really, really, really touching when most teenagers come to tell me that, ma, see the course I want to study, but it looks like a really irrelevant course. Like I've had a teenager say, I want to study music. I want to do music. But my parents are saying it cannot be. And they will not train me through school to go and study music. That I must do another course, that's a well-known and realized course. As a parent, sit down. When it comes to music, it's not only to sing. The child could be a producer. Do you understand? There are other genres, fields in that music that you can study. Other fields. Do you know that when someone goes for medicine, it's not just, medicine. There are other branches, There's a name they call it. Let me use branches. Now, there are other branches in medicine. There's pharmacy. There's gynecologists, there's surgeons. We have some who are surgeons. Even in the surgery, there are some that we handle eyes, there's some that we handle for brain. There are different things inside one course. That's why I encourage parents to always do research. Always do research. Okay, so this is what I have to drop. January, thank you so much. Yes, that's the word. So, hey Rose, thank you for dropping the word. So yeah, there are different fields when it comes to a particular course. Different fields. Even in my own linguistics that we studied, we had linguistics English and we had linguistics in Urobo. We had linguistics French. So you see that they are different. So please, parents, do not impose courses on your children that they cannot study. I heard of a true life story of a man who went to study a course that his father wanted him to study. And when he was done, he gave his certificate to his father and said, take, this one is for you. Now I'm going to study my own course. The course that I like, the course I'm going to work with. So let's guide our teenagers, especially now that it's time for job and they're making career choices and stuff like that. So please. So teenagers, don't also forget that I said if the only reason why you want to take a course is because of peer pressure, it's not going to work. If it's passion, you're passionate about something, you want to go study the course in school, please do also see your parents and communicate with them and make them understand. Do not do coconut head for your parents. Sit down. Sometimes if you just explain to them and say, mommy, see, daddy, see, they would also understand. Sometimes some of our parents are not learning. They didn't go to university, right? But yes, they're trying their best, but they didn't go to university. So by the time you sit with them and discuss with them and say, mommy, this course when I won't go study, so see what I go for use until do. See what I go for use until do. Say, hey, I don't even know. I think only doctor, engineer, and medicine, not because. By the time you explain these things to them, they would also understand with you. Okay, guys, so this will be all for this video. I hope you learned something. If you're a parent, if you're a teenager, and if you just join me, you're one who just follows what I do and you join. Thank you so very much and sincerely appreciate it. If you have any questions for me, please do also ask me. If you have any comments, please do also ask me. Let me take some comments that I can see in the comment section before I say hi to everyone that I can see. By the way, guys, hope you guys heard Daniela's voice. Literally all true. Okay. If Anita Koto is saying, amazing journey with a course most people will honorably write up. This is really encouraging. I hope more parents get to see and even teenagers. Yes, okay, yes, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and that was my own story, just in case you joined late. I studied linguistics. Okay, I see another comment. She said another angle. As more people are coming, I'm trying to get it. Another angle is that most parents want to fulfill their dream, exactly what I said, through their kids. Take for instance a parent whose dream was to become a lawyer or doctor and couldn't achieve it, then tends to want to force their dream on their kids, and this is and it has a way of backfiring, she said. Yes, exactly. Sometimes the only reason be honest with yourself as a parent, the only reason why you want your teenager to study that course is because you could not study it. You wanted to become a lawyer. Okay, like now, because I could not do the law that I thought I wanted to do, and I said, okay, Daniela must study law, she must do law. No, it doesn't work that way. Maybe God has called her to do another course entirely. Do you understand? So we must also realize that the career part of our children goes a long way to affecting every other area of their lives, where they will serve, people they will meet with. It's just really, really connected. So please and please and please do not impose your career choices on your children, and do not do it for selfish reasons. Yes, I know that you are more knowledgeable than your children, more knowledgeable than your teenagers, but please and please do not force them to do courses that they are not going to enjoy doing. It's not going to work. So please, guys, do also share this video with your contacts, copy the link, post it on your WhatsApp status, and also please share this video for me on Facebook so that teenagers will also get in contact with this video, and also parents as well, so that they can all learn. Before I leave, Daniela, guys, can you see all the biscuits scattered? All the biscuits. Tell them bye. 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 Tell everybody bye. 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 Okay, guys. Alela said bye to you all. All right. Let me tell those I can see on the live stream. Thank you. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Sis Anita. Thank you, Ife. Thank you, Prince. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here. Oh no, me Atunisha. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Please help me share this video. I'm hoping that I can do more of this on Saturdays when I have the time, so that I just drop 1 or 2 topics that concerns our teenagers and also parents. Thank you. This is also me inviting you for next week Friday's prayers, for teenagers, children, and for parents. Next week Friday here by 8:30, we're going to be praying together. Please do not miss out on this. The flyer is also going to be out before Friday, so you can also help me share on WhatsApp and also on Facebook. Bye, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for being here, because I'm going to download this video and post on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you're watching this on YouTube. Bye bye. She's shouting bye bye. So if for my Yari, thank you, Ma. I can see you are here. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, do also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to download this video and place on YouTube. Do also subscribe. I love you all. Bye. 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 Bye.